25 flash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Baylor Bears, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Bears will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Out of the gun, the inside give. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start where everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
The Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Baker. They get to him as he throws. Finds space on the right. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
The QB did a great job hanging in the pocket, showing great toughness. But I will tell you this, that offensive coordinator ain't happy. He doesn't want to see those hits continue to pile up on his QB.
Get it out to the supersonic guy.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. For just a second, let's take a big picture view of SMU. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left. Have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
Run out of bounds, they'll spot him at the 24.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Finding open areas. There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
In these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big 1st down.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Baker. short pass to put the 6 on the board. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Going with the counter play here. Fighting off the defender. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Looking to throw on third. Got it in the middle, it's McCoy. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Trying to get the corner. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Got a man. It's Jones. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Finds his big tight end. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
When you're around midfield, there's not really much of a choice. Go for it on 4th down. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Man, that is frustrating for a defense. You have to know 4th down, this quarterback is going to be a threat to run the football. They got a little bit out of position. He makes them pay and gets a fresh set of downs.
The Bears have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. That's caught. It's Jones. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Stands in and takes the hit. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking downfield, it's Reed. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys, you start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Both teams scored on their first possessions, but now a chance to send a message that field goals aren't going to win this game. Touchdowns will. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Baker. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
And here comes the Bear offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese.
Oh, he's got some space. At the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bears! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They'll give it to the back. Nice move there. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. And the Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Pulls it in, it's Berry. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Mustangs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll send the back in motion. They'll try to get the first through the air. Going for the big play. Intercepted to stop the threat. Trying to take it back.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
And the Bears in a good spot here with second and short. On the run, it's Ellison. Runs through a tackle. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. Dropping back, it's Reed. Quickly to the tight end. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going to fire to the left. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Takes the easy one to the back. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Mustangs have it with a first and 10. Looking for a man, it's Baker. Moving out of the pocket. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man on the outside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
When they take big shots down the field and they air it out, I got to trust my technique. I got to stay with that wide receiver, wait till he shows his hands. When he shows his hands, I'm bringing my hands up to knock the ball away. Nice job by the defense using his technique, knocking the football away.
Oh, trickeration. He's throwing it. Looking downfield. And the pass goes incomplete, and they rise up to stop the fake punt on fourth down. They managed to get the throw off, but couldn't get the completion. You always wonder, why not just leave the offense out there and run a pass play? Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Got it behind the line. It's Jones. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another.
Turning it on. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Just inside the 35, first and 10 from the 34. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Grabbed behind the line, it's Ellison. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. From the 22 on first and 10. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. They'll immediately call timeout. The Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Pressure coming. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll go to the ground. He's stopped short, and it's fourth down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And it slips just inside that right upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to throw, it's Baker. Makes the catch, it's Knight. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Looking left. He makes the catch. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards and then stop that clock.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. A shot for the end zone. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Snags it on the right. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Mustangs will kick it off to start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Reed. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
It's now 2nd down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they're leading by 2 possessions offensively, and that could have been a game-changing play right there. That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He's very lucky that was not intercepted.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. On target to the left. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Going to try to get it himself. Breaks into the open. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. And the Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To the air. It's Reed. Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Touch pass on the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Looking for a gap. It's Ellison. Touchdown Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points. How about this? These guys are going for 2. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of...
To the end zone, and it's picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, it's Baker. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
And the Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Moving away from pressure. The short hands, it's Barry. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Mustangs need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Wide open downfield. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
To throw, it's Reed. Under fire. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
All right, let's get it. Right.
Sends it back in motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Caught in the backfield. It's Berry. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Finds his man, it's Berry. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Baker. Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
That is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback, dropping back, not giving up the big play.
It's complete on the right side. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Is no good. That keeps the score Baylor 29, SMU 13.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
The Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for space. It's Ellison. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
But with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And the Bears come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Direct snap. Slithers into space. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
The Bears will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looking deep. Catch inside the 25. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. To the ground with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Bring in the heat. Grabbed in the backfield. It's King. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense did a really good job stringing that one out.
You got to see the counter when you start to pull guys understanding. I'm going to spill that ball, make sure it bounces outside, out wide, doesn't come downhill. Great job by the defense understanding that and pursuing to the football.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Got it, looking for the first down. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. It is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Under fire. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Fires left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Throws for the tight end. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Quarterback takes a knee. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee.